Welcome back to the Deep Dive, everyone. Today, we're plunging into a source that, well, at first glance, it might seem like just a straightforward romance novel.
Right.
But trust me, B.J. Daniels' Love at First Sight is really this masterclass in unexpected twists, deep human insights, and a thrilling mystery that keeps you absolutely hooked.
Indeed. And our deep dive into this excerpt isn't just about, recounting a captivating story. Our mission here is to extract those fascinating nuggets about human behavior, the surprising ways intuition guides us, and how life's most profound connections can emerge from the unlikeliest, most dangerous circumstances.
Think of this as your shortcut to understanding a truly wild ride. And it all starts with a very, very bad blind date.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say bad, I mean epically bad. Let's unpack this.
Okay.
So our story opens in Missoula, Montana. We meet Karen Sutton. She's a cabinet maker running her father's business for about 5 years now. And her go-to wardrobe is like more Carhartt than couture, which, paints this vivid picture of her practical, grounded nature right off the bat.
Absolutely. And on this particular Saturday night, Karen is, she's bracing herself for a blind date with a guy named Howie Iverson.
Right, Howie.
Howie, as we learn, owns a floral shop out in eastern Montana and kind of boasts about knowing the Latin names of every single species.
Oh, boy.
Quite the contrast to Karen's world of sawdust and power tools, yeah.
Definitely. And this charming date was apparently orchestrated by Howie's sweet grandmotherly neighbor, Mrs. Tally Iverson.
Ah, the matchmaker.
Exactly. A woman clearly as adept at matchmaking as she is at baking scrumptious chocolate chip cookies.
Cookies always help, right? Or maybe not.
Right. Well, even with cookies in the mix, a red flag goes up almost immediately. Howie manages to spill an entire glass of Beaujolais.
Oh, no.
All over Karen's only dress. But it's his reaction that's truly priceless.
What does he do?
He launches into this overly detailed, almost professional lecture on how to remove red wine stains from various fabrics.
Wow. Smooth.
Karen's immediate thought.
Yeah.
Very dry. Something told her he'd done this before. It's just so comically disastrous, she's desperate for an escape.
And it's that desperate need for escape that really pivots the story, doesn't it?
Totally.
She flees to the restroom in the enormous and half-empty Hotel Carlton, which is described as this rustic old resort on the edge of Missoula.
Kind of spooky sounding.
Yeah. And as she's navigating this maze of hallways, feeling like the little kid in The Shining, she rounds a corner. And the comedic relief just evaporates. She sees something genuinely shocking.
And this is where Daniels just throws a curveball, completely redefining the whole narrative.
Yeah.
So, tell us, how does that shocking encounter with Liz in the hotel twist Karen's evening?
It instantly pivots the story, like you said, from a romantic comedy of errors to, bam, a full-blown thriller.
Yeah.
She spots a man in a baseball cap pushing a woman back into a hotel room, and that woman turns out to be Liz Jones.
Someone she knows.
A high school classmate Karen hadn't seen in 16 years. And for just an instant, the man turns, his eyes meet Karen's. He looks surprised.
Oh, wow.
But that brief, unsettling moment, it's enough to instill this chilling sense of dread.
That dread must have been just palpable. And what's even more unnerving is Karen's earlier memory from that same day, isn't it?
Absolutely. Karen suddenly recalls running into Liz earlier that day, and Liz had seemed nervous, kind of fidgety. She admitted she'd been seeing a mystery man she met through newspaper personal.
Okay, so there's an immediate link.
Right. This connection between Liz's secret and the man Karen just saw adds this profound layer of foreboding. It's a subtle way Daniels foreshadows the danger Liz is clearly in.
So later that evening, after finally escaping the date from hell,
Finally.
Karen gets a phone call. But nobody speaks, just breathing. Then a click.
Creepy.
Super creepy. On impulse, she dials 69. The automated voice gives her a Hotel Carlton number.
Ah, the hotel again.
Yeah. She's surprised, thinking Liz wouldn't register under her own name, right? But the line starts ringing. The clerk connects her, and Liz had registered under her own name.
Interesting detail.
Which Karen Riley notes, thinking, it was a new decade for women. A bit of dark humor there.
It is. And what's truly insightful here is how the mundane, like dialing 69, transforms into the menacing almost instantly.
How so?
Well, when Karen's call connects, someone picks up, but again, just soft breathing before they hang up.
Wow.
Then her answering machine starts blinking. It's a frantic voicemail from Liz, left just minutes before Karen saw her in that hotel hallway.
Oh my God, the timing.
Exactly. Liz sounds distraught, saying she found out who he is. I found out everything. This is so freaky. She declares he's going to pay just before you hear a knock on her door.
Oh.
And the line disconnects. Karen has this immediate, chilling realization. Liz's desperate call, seeing her in the hallway, the killer's silent breathing on the phone, it all converges at the exact same time. This isn't just a plot beat. It's a powerful illustration of how our subconscious connections, those seemingly random encounters, can suddenly coalesce into undeniable proof. It forces her to act on intuition even when her mind is reeling.
And as Karen's trying to process that chilling realization, the narrative just barrels forward.
Yeah.
The very next morning brings an unwelcome visitor and revelation that plunges her even deeper into this nightmare.
Right, no time to breathe.
So the next morning, Sunday, the mystery just spirals. Who shows up on Karen's doorstep?
Let me guess. Howie.
Howie Iverson, ever the persistent suitor. He arrives with his aunt's still warm homemade fried pies. Apricot, no less.
Apricot. Okay, that's specific.
And of course, spot remover for her dress.
He didn't forget the spot remover.
Never. But it's during this oddly domestic scene that Howie casually drops a bombshell. Someone was murdered at the Hotel Carlton last night.
Just like that. Over pies.
Just like that. Karen's heart immediately starts racing. She frantically tries to reach Liz, only to have a bellhop at the hotel confirm her absolute worst fears. Liz Jones, strangled with her own pantyhose.
Oh, God. The mundanity of the pies and spot remover against the horror of that news. That's such a jarring contrast. Really effective.
Talk about a gut punch. Meanwhile, elsewhere, off-duty Detective Jack Adams is observing Karen from the hotel mezzanine. He forms this immediate impression. Girl next door.
Ah, the stereotype.
Right. Late 20s, early 30s, maybe teaches school or daycare, probably jogs. But how does Daniels use Jack's shifting observations of Karen to immediately challenge those initial assumptions, both his and ours?
It's a brilliant stroke of character development, really. He sees her there at the hotel, no bra, no coat, clearly nervous and too anxious.
Yeah.
And his tidy assumptions just start to unravel. Daniels uses Jack's internal monologue to highlight how quickly our preconceived notions about people can just fall apart under pressure.
Right.
Karen isn't just a girl-next-door archetype. She's a woman reacting with raw emotion and this fierce, unconventional determination.
And that determination kicks in immediately, doesn't it? Karen, in a panic, decides she can't just stand there. She needs to pursue the man she saw with Liz.
So she's taking action.
She rushes to her Honda, noticing again how much that red wine stain on her dress still looks like blood. She speeds off, hell-bent on finding him.
Which, of course, is precisely when Jack pulls her over.
Naturally, for speeding and failing to stop.
Their first meeting? How does that go?
Oh, it's tense, almost comical. He suspects the spray can she's pulling from her purse is pepper spray.
But it's the spot remover.
Exactly. Howie's spot remover. He even frisks her, noting she's not wearing a bra. And it's the dress. Again, that's central. Jack concludes the blood stain is what must have surprised the man at the hotel. An accidental but crucial clue.
Wow. So much happening in that one interaction.
Totally. Then over lemon-filled jelly donuts and black coffee.
A classic interrogation setting.
Karen tells Jack everything. Now, Jack's a skeptical cop, right? But he finds himself increasingly drawn to her candor, her honesty, and her killer smile, as the book puts it.
Uh-oh. Unprofessional thoughts creeping in.
Maybe just a little. He learns Liz met her mystery man through a newspaper I Saw You personal ad.
Okay, that's kind of unusual.
Yeah, Jack thinks it's something only college students use for quirky messages like, I spilled my coffee on you Saturday at Hooked on Java, not for, serious connections.
And then comes the critical reveal, right, about Liz.
Exactly. Liz Jones was the recently divorced wife of Dr. Carl Vandermolen, a very high-profile figure.
Ah, so this immediately shifts the dynamics. It's not just a random crime. It involves someone well-known. Far greater implications.
Precisely. And that's when Detective Denny Kirkpatrick, Jack's partner, suggests a truly dangerous plan.
What's the plan?
He suggests Karen should place her own personal ad to draw out the killer.
Whoa, baiting the killer with the witness, that sounds incredibly risky.
Jack strongly objects. He sees the obvious danger, putting a witness directly in harm's way.
I would hope so.
But Karen is absolutely insistent. She says she's not going to sit around waiting for the killer to find me first. She feels she has to do something. How does this moment mark a significant shift for Karen? She seems to abandon that initial prudent and cautious nature.
This is where Daniels really starts to unpeel Karen's layers, I think. Her initial prudent nature gives way to this gutsy, almost impetuous determination.
Yeah, impetuous is a good word.
It's not just a plot device, it's a profound character transformation. She's actively choosing to step into the danger, perhaps because her prior life, even running her father's business, was largely reactive, maybe a bit safe.
Yeah.
Now she's proactively seeking justice, maybe taking control in a way she hasn't before. And that's a compelling shift for us, the readers, to witness.
It really is.
So as Karen and Jack delve deeper, these personal revelations just keep unfolding, deepening suspicions, and complicating their burgeoning relationship.
Right, like Karen realizing who Denny Kirkpatrick really is.
Exactly. Karen, with her uncanny knack for recognizing faces, suddenly realizes that Detective Denny Kirkpatrick, Jack's partner, was actually Johnny K.
Johnny K.
Yeah, he was 3 years ahead of her in high school, and he dated Liz Jones.
Okay, wait. Denny dated Liz, and he didn't mention this.
Nope, Denny hadn't mentioned it, which immediately raises a little flag about his transparency, doesn't it?
Definitely. Meanwhile, Jack takes Karen somewhere safer, right?
He does. He takes her to his secluded ski lodge, a place he inherited from his crazy Uncle Chuck. It's described as this place of rustic beauty he'd considered selling.
But seeing Karen there changes things.
Yeah, seeing her delight in it seems to make him reevaluate. And there's this nice parallel, actually, between Jack inheriting the lodge and Karen inheriting her father's business.
Stepping into unexpected legacies.
Exactly. Both legacies now feel deeply personal and maybe interconnected because of their shared experience.
And that connection brings us to a really crucial piece of Karen's identity, the revelation of her true calling. How does this contrast with Jack's initial girl-next-door assumptions?
Oh, this is such a great reveal. We find out she's a cabinet maker,
Yeah.
skilled with a circular saw, works in overalls.
Total opposite of teaches daycare.
Totally. That's a brilliant stroke by Daniels, isn't it? She sets up Jack's girl-next-door assumption so explicitly, only to completely dismantle it.
Yeah.
It's not just about her being strong, it's about challenging the audience's quick judgments. Using her physical competence becomes almost a metaphor for her deeper resilience, her hands-on approach to problem solving.
She doesn't just observe, she builds and fixes.
Exactly. It grounds Karen's character in this tangible skill, making her proactive response to the mystery feel really authentic, because she's already someone who builds and fixes things.
Makes sense.
And amidst all this danger, the connection between Jack and Karen deepens. They share vulnerabilities.
Which must be intense under the circumstances.
Hugely. And Jack finds himself in this struggle, between maintaining professional distance and his very deep desire to protect her. He's clearly falling for her, despite the professional boundaries.
It complicates things.
Yeah.
Then, the grim reality of the case hits hard again. Jack reviews Liz's murder file.
Reluctantly, I imagine.
Yeah. He confirms the brutal details. Strangled with pantyhose, a blow to the head, beaten with a hotel lamp base. Just awful.
And the timing.
The exact time of death is horrifyingly precise. Just 35 minutes after Karen saw the man enter Liz's room.
Wow. So that solidifies the mystery man as the prime suspect, no question.
Absolutely. And then, in a truly desperate move to protect Karen after she gets a head injury and loses her memory, Jack makes an astonishing decision.
What does he do?
He maintains the lie of their elopement and marriage, because Karen, with her memory loss, wholeheartedly believes they are married.
He tells her they're married. Wow.
Well, she assumes it, and he doesn't correct her. He goes along with it. His motivation is clear. Protect her at all costs.
Even if it means this huge deception. That's complex.
Yeah. It forces you to consider that fine line between protection and manipulation, doesn't it? The ethical weight of such a lie, no matter how well-intentioned.
Definitely. It's a fascinating look at identity and perception. How often our initial judgments, like Jack's girl-next-door thing or Karen's early views of Jack, fall short of who people truly are, especially under pressure.
Their identities shift and evolve in such compelling ways, reflecting who they really are when everything is on the line. Okay, now, this is where Daniels really pulls back the curtain, and the story takes a truly wild turn. Denny, recovering in the hospital, reveals something shocking.
What is it? From Liz's wallet?
Yes, from Liz's stolen wallet, her actual personal ad, and it's nothing like what they thought.
What does it say?
It reads, "On March 11, 1984, I saw you take her. I saw you again yesterday. You recognize me too. Contact me at once or suffer the consequences."
Oh, take her! March 11, 1984. That completely transforms the case, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This isn't about a romantic affair gone wrong at all. This is a direct confrontation, a search for a missing child from 16 years ago.
It reveals Liz's true motive was, what, revenge, resolution, not romance. Daniels just masterfully shifts the entire premise of the mystery. What we thought we knew is just the surface.
Exactly. And then Denny delivers this incredibly emotional bombshell.
There's more.
Liz was his first and only love, and they had a daughter, Joanna Kay, born on March 11, 1984.
The date from the ad, oh my God.
The baby was supposedly given up for illegal adoption and reportedly died at birth. This revelation makes Liz's ominous ad incredibly poignant, and it completely transforms Denny's personal stake in the case.
Unbelievable. So what do they do with this information?
To uncover the truth, Jack and Karen make this audacious decision. They decide to dig up Joanna Kay's grave in the Missoula City Cemetery.
They're going to exhume the body themselves.
Yeah, but when they get there,
Yeah.
they find someone has already been digging.
No way. So
Yeah.
someone else knows or wants to stop them.
Right. It immediately confirms their suspicion that something deeply sinister is afoot and someone else wants this secret buried permanently. It just ups the stakes incredibly, showing how desperate the forces at play really are.
Okay, so what do they find, if they find anything?
The moment of revelation comes when they finally open the small coffin. It contains not a baby,
What then?
a doll. Karen immediately recognizes it. Pretty patsy-wetsy, a doll she actually once had.
Okay, that's weird, but then...
Then, the chilling detail. There's a cord wrapped around the doll's neck.
Oh, no, like Liz.
Exactly. It's a gut-wrenching moment. Narrative and thematic cohesion just slamming together. The cord around the doll's neck links directly to how Liz was murdered, strangled with pantyhose.
It implies this deep, dark, almost ritualistic connection to the killer's methods. The past's malevolent grip on the present. How seemingly innocent objects can carry the darkest meanings. Chilling.
And as they're reeling from this discovery, a harrowing encounter ensues. A shooter opens fire in the cemetery.
What? While they're there.
Yes, wounding Jack in the leg. The attacker escapes in a large, dark car, leaving them stunned and even more convinced they're dealing with a really dangerous conspiracy.
This is getting intense. Meanwhile, Jack's guilt over the fake marriage must be growing, right? Especially with Karen still having memory loss.
Absolutely. She wholeheartedly believes they are married. He even gives her his grandmother's thin gold wedding band.
Oh, wow. That deepens the lie.
And she embraces it with genuine love, completely unaware of the deception. It adds this powerful layer of internal conflict for Jack, highlighting the huge emotional cost of his protective lie.
Yeah. This story truly demonstrates the depths of secrets people keep and the extraordinary lengths they'll go to protect them. How the past, even 16 years later, just returns with such devastating force to shatter the present.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it, what hidden histories might lie beneath the surface of our own lives. Okay, the reckoning. It's swift and brutal. Karen finds Howie.
Howie again? What's he doing back?
He's injured. Blood matted in his hair. She realizes he didn't just fall. Then she discovers Liz's police file nearby.
The police file. How?
It's just there. Maybe Howie brought it, it's unclear. But it includes a photo of Liz post-mortem with the pantyhose around her neck.
Oh, God.
This chillingly confirms the connection to the doll in the grave. And it forces Karen to confront the painful truth. Jack lied to her. The whole protective bubble just shatters.
That must be devastating, just as she's processing that betrayal.
In a shocking twist, Annette Westbrook appears. Karen's mother's bridge club friend and Captain Baxter's sister.
Baxter, Jack's boss. What's she doing there?
She's holding Karen at gunpoint.
What?
Karen soon discovers the gun is unloaded, but the threat is very real. It reveals yet another unexpected layer to this sprawling conspiracy.
Unbelievable. So Annette's involved.
And Annette wastes no time. She reveals the identity of the man Karen saw with Liz, the man from the I Saw You ad.
Who is it?
It's her brother, Captain Brad Baxter, Jack's boss.
The police captain?
Yes. Karen immediately notes his recognizable ears, which made him identifiable even in silhouette way back at the hotel. How does this reveal just complicate the nature of justice and trust within the system itself?
It throws a major curveball, doesn't it? Because through Karen's confrontation with Annette, a partial confession unfolds. Baxter was involved in the illegal adoption. He stole the baby,
Denny's daughter.
who is revealed to be Denny's daughter, Danielle, who Annette then raised as her own. Baxter claims he just made mistakes trying to protect his family, insisting he isn't the murderer.
So he admits the adoption part, but not the murder.
Right. It expands the web of deceit beyond a single killer, implying this larger network, blurring the lines between good and bad actors, especially when they're part of law enforcement.
Okay, so Baxter's involved, Annette's involved, but who's the killer? The final showdown. It's truly dramatic, taking place on a chairlift.
A chairlift. Okay.
Karen spots Dr. Carl Vandermolen, this is ex-husband, on the chairlift. And in this horrifying flash of realization, she knows he is the killer.
The ex-husband, after all that.
He attacks Karen, putting her in a headlock, right there on the moving chairlift.
Terrifying. Can Jack help?
Just then, Jack arrives, struggling from his own head injury sustained earlier. And in this bizarre, almost grimly comic turn of events, Howie's body, which was apparently still on the chairlift from whatever happened earlier.
Howie's body.
Yes. It falls onto the entangled struggle between Karen and Vandermolen, breaking the killer's hold.
You're kidding. Howie saves the day, posthumously.
Seems so. The killer, Vandermolen, already injured from when Karen hit him with a metal rod in the car earlier. He struggles, gets caught by the chairlift mechanism, and dies by his neck.
Oh, wow. Strangled by the chairlift?
The irony. Liz was strangled by a pantyhose, the doll by a cord, and the killer dies by his neck caught in machinery. Daniels brings the narrative full circle with this chilling sense of poetic justice.
What a dramatic unraveling of motives and identities. It truly highlights how often the seemingly obvious culprit, or even the suspicious ones like Baxter, are just decoys for deeper, more personal betrayal.
Yeah, the twists expose layers of deception that go far beyond those initial assumptions, reminding us to always look beyond the most convenient explanation. What a journey this has been.
Oh, yeah.
From that clumsy blind date to a high-stakes murder mystery, and ultimately, a love story forged in the crucible of danger. It's a wild ride, but it leaves us with so much to consider.
It absolutely does. The story really highlights how our deepest fears and desires can drive us to extraordinary, sometimes, deceptive lengths, all in the name of protection or survival, and how truth, no matter how painful or delayed it might be, often paves the way for the most authentic and enduring connections, like between Denny and his daughter, finally.
And the aftermath is tough for Karen. Her memory returns fully, and the weight of Jack's elaborate lie hits her hard. Profound heartbreak, feeling betrayed.
Understandably, she can't even face him, can she? Even as he tries to explain.
Not at first. Meanwhile, some loose ends get tied up. Denny is reunited with his daughter, Danielle. A touching moment. Annette and Denny even start to cautiously rebuild some kind of relationship. Jack and Denny get commendations.
So professionally, things work out, but personally, for Jack and Karen.
Days later, Karen is still avoiding Jack. But Jack, now off suspension, pulls her over again, just like their first real meeting.
Brings it full circle again.
And he gives his powerful, unvarnished confession. He admits the marriage was a lie, yes, but it was for her protection. And critically, his feelings for her were always real.
He lays it all out there.
He tells her, I love you, we belong together. The marriage was the only thing that wasn't real.
Wow. So does she accept it?
She does. She realizes that despite the deception, that unlikely chemistry, that genuine connection they shared right from the start, maybe it really was love at first sight, just not in the way anyone expected.
A very complicated version of it.
So for you, our dedicated learner, here's a thought to perhaps mull over. If a single moment of perceived love at first sight, or maybe just intense connection, can spark such a profound, life-altering journey amid such chaos, what unexamined leaps of faith might you be making or maybe missing in your own life? What surprising truths might you uncover if you truly allow yourself to deep dive into the unexpected, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky?
It's a challenge, isn't it? To look beyond the surface, question our own assumptions, and perhaps find your own surprising truth hidden in the ordinary moments.